Good evening. Mark McDonald, the former Scottish Government Minister, has tonight been suspended by the SNP.
Morning, Mr McDonald. Can we
Morning,
have a quick
Rebecca.
chat with you?
No, I'm just going in to see some constituents
Mr
today.
McDonald, the constituents want to know, can you tell us why do you feel it's okay to stay on as an MSP but not appropriate to stay on as a minister? In your statement you said you'd caused considerable upset and distress. Why are those actions okay for an MSP but not for a minister? Why not appropriate for a minister but appropriate for an MSP? You're still serving the public.
Mr McDonald was elected as SNP MSP for Aberdeen Donside in 2013. Tonight the SNP has suspended him from the parliamentary group.
Holyrood has been dominated today by further controversy over complaints of sexual harassment.
Nicola Sturgeon faced questions again about Mark McDonald, who quit as a minister, apparently over inappropriate text messages.
First Minister, if the standard of behaviour is not good enough for someone to remain as a minister, then how can it be good enough for an MSP?
Doors closing.
In Parliament, the writing's on the wall for sexual harassment.
What we are all discussing today is not a sex scandal, but an abuse of power.
Tonight, on Reporting Scotland, the former Scottish Government Minister Mark McDonald resigns from the SNP after an investigation finds he acted inappropriately towards women. Good evening. An independent investigation for the SNP says the former Childcare Minister Mark McDonald acted inappropriately towards women and exploited his position of power.
Mark, are you going to be allowed to stay as an SNP member?
No questions answered as he left via the hotel kitchen. No comment either from former SNP colleagues at Holyrood.
Gilly Martin, do you have any reaction to Mark McDonald's resignation from the SNP?
No, I don't.
Jenny Griffith, what do you think of Mark McDonald's resignation from the SNP?
Of course, the SNP cannot force Mark McDonald to stand down as an MSP, so it is a matter for him. My view is clear. He was elected as an SNP MSP, and if his behaviour is such that he himself considers that he cannot continue as an SNP MSP, then it would be appropriate to give his constituents the opportunity to elect a new MSP.
So what do his constituents in Donside think about him remaining as an MSP?
He should stay on his present post anyway, because he's given one a chance and all that. Yeah.
If everything's been true to if it's been said, then no, he shouldn't be.
I definitely don't think he should stay on as an MSP. I know he's resigned from the SNP, but I think his position would be untenable now that he's admitted to the accusations.
Now there are calls for more clarity.
I would like to see the report. I would like to see the outcomes of that report. And if he feels he is not a good enough person to serve as a minister or as an SNP MSP, then I think he really needs to seriously consider whether he's a good enough person to be serving his constituents in this Parliament.
Well, obviously this is about a matter for his conscience. I think what's worrying is he's resigning from the SNP, which suggests there's a problem, but none of us know what it is.
Well, our political correspondent Andrew Kerr joins me from Holyrood. And Andrew, in terms of numbers at Holyrood, where does this leave the SNP?